Hello my treasures, it's time for Colifero Priest. The idea behind this one is we're going to be using Ragneros as our Colifero enabler. This will allow us to get an entire board of Ragneroses to do up to 48 damage in a single turn. Now, it is also worth mentioning, while the version that I settled upon did use Sir Finley, you do not need him in this list. But if you do this, you're going to rely on a combination of Shattered Reflections and Ragneros to reset your deck so you can get the Colifero combo online once again. Now, for the Mulligan guide, you're going to be looking for Sir Finley if you're using him in the list. Outside of that, early game removal tools are always great, such as Holy Nova, especially if your opponent is going to have a wide board. Cards that will draw you into additional cards, such as Thrive in the Shadows or Illuminate, just so you can look at the bottom of the deck. And finally, Swarm of Light Bugs is incredibly strong, just so you can get your combo online quicker. Now, with that all being said, let's get some game. Okay, time for a game against DK. Let's see what they have in store for us. I know there's a few different DK lists floating around right now. Could be Rainbow, could be Plague, could be Blood. Actually, honestly, everything about the DK class is pretty decent. I'm going to get rid of one of the Shard of the Naru, just because we can trade in the other one, or we could actually just pass the turn now that we have Holy Nova instead. Now, do I really want to do that? Yeah, let's just pass the turn. So it's going to be Plague. So our reset with good old Finley probably isn't going to matter too much. But next turn we do have Love Everlasting, which is actually a pretty good turn 3 play. Now, after making this combo, I thought about using the 3-drop Undead with 1 HP, 5 attack, or 1 attack, 5 HP in Priest with this combo instead. And then you'd have to find a way to get rid of all of them except for one, which might not be the easiest to do. If you could somehow discover Defile, it might actually make that combo viable, but you'd have to somehow preset that up, and I don't think that's feasible. At least not in the long run. Let's slam this down. Should have done that in the reverse order, by the way. I thought I clicked on identity theft there. Okay, well, you know, sometimes you make mistakes. Hopefully it won't bite us. Okay. I mean, now let's see what we grab. Oh, Farmhand. I think we go for Farmhand. Oh, hard. I've been wanting to do something with him. Come on, Farmhand, something good. Oh, hey, there's the 3-drop I was talking about. Oh, but Thaddius is so much funnier in this deck. Can you imagine a board of 11 11s that our opponent can't deal with? Look, Thaddius might not have been the best option there. Thaddius probably isn't, but I'm not going to be able to get another Thaddius list out, I think, before rotation anyways. So, you know, I got to use him if I can randomly generate him, right? Combine my 2 obsessions into one. I really kind of want to grab Sir Finley. I know Hearth will be at the bottom of the deck if we do this too, which means we just have to win the Thaddius roll. It's like I shouldn't say, it's a 1 in 3 basically, but this is a lot funnier. Yeah, sure, clear out the board, I don't mind. Marana Pop is such a nice top deck. Clears out the board completely and gives us a free minion, and then we can trade one of these in, because I don't want both of them at the bottom. Oh, you know what we could do? Well, actually, nah, let's not do it. I was going to say we could illuminate the bottom of the deck to like put something that we want at the top, but I guess this doesn't really matter what we did here. Hey, Swarm. Actually, Swarm would have been nice to get with a mana discount, to be fair. Oh, fun fact. Finley does not trigger plagues. A little known fact, because Sir Finley doesn't actually draw you cards, and I found that out the hard way because of Mind Binder, I think it is, the Demon Hunter card that does +1 damage for every card you've drawn in that turn. I really tried to make that card work when it first came out. I don't know. It costs a little bit too much. But honestly speaking, I don't think that's a card that we want to see competitive play. Because if it did, I think it would make for a lot more frustrating turns than the current Naga Demon Hunter that does exist. Well, you know, this board isn't the easiest to clear, at least for us. Now, if we can get Harmonic Pop number 2, that would good. Light It Burns is not Harmonic Pop. Okay, I mean, we can minimize the damage we're going to be taking. Actually, let's just do this. If they wipe our board, they wipe our board, right? Of course, they have the second one. Well, I mean, that's better now than later. Also, we can use the 2 Serenities to get rid of the entire board here if we really felt like it. Holy Nova's funny, but yeah, going for the 2 Serenity play. Then we'll heal ourselves with our hero power. And there's farmhand number 2. Great. Oh, Pennant. The Pennant's funny. I'm going to go for this just because I kind of want to take the... We'll take the challenge. Can we get Thaddius? Can Thaddius be a Chad? Oh, we did it! Let's go! I get to use him at least one more time before he goes. Let's go. That's what we want to see. Please don't have a way to clear out 3 Thaddiuses. Leave 1 up, and then we have Shadow Reflections to like summon another one back. And we also have the other one in hand. In theory, we should be in a decent position, right? Oh, great. Just don't have the other Chained Guardian. Oh, you know, I am kind of happy that they have not slammed down Helia yet. Well, at least we have 1 up, right? 1 will become 2. And 2 will become 3. Oh, actually, maybe it won't become 3. Oh, no. It will. It definitely will. Can we Identity Theft? Can we get anything good? Going for the 7 cost. Oh, Hearth. We have no hand, so we might as well go for Hearth, right? Then go face. And might as well heal our Thaddius up by a little bit, right? I really do want to try to do some type of Hearth challenge where we try to win with each of the individual hands he creates. That's such a beautiful animation, by the way. There is a combo that I really want to showcase. I know we just did a mage list, but I really want to do like and I know we just did Rainbow Mage of all things. They're using the new legendary from Badlands plus Hearth. Should in theory allow you to play 90% of the cards that you generate off of Hearth. So I really want to try to make that deck work. That probably will be next week's first video. It'll either be a challenge video where we try to get 1 win with all 14 or 15 hands, or, well, I mean, Harmonic Pop is tempting, but let's get a new hand. Okay. That works. I'm just remembering how much I do not miss the Libram package in Paladin. I think this package is legitimately what started my hatred of pure Paladin. Like, I hate to be that person, but I'm pretty sure that is legitimately what caused me to... Also, Cloaked Huntress is something that I never did anything with. Hey, I mean, we reset our combo. And in theory, we could get even more Thaddiuses, but I think this is just GG. Yeah, we did it in the right order. I'm like 99% sure it's a type of vegetable. Oh, hey, cauliflower. That's what I've been wanting to call it the entire time, is cauliflower. For some reason, that's been like the intrusive thought in my head. I also realized with this deck, like, maybe we shouldn't run Creation Protocol. No, I like the idea that you can, like, reset this deck multiple times. Oh, that's such a nice top deck. Now, all we have to do is not top deck into Ragneros. Eliminate number 2 from the depths. That's good. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll go for that. I'll put a spell at the top of the list. I was really hoping we'd hit anything else. Yeah, grabbing Light Palm for now. Actually, probably should have done that in the reverse order. That does kind of tell me which version of warrior that we're facing. which is a little bit worrisome, but like should still be fine, I think. Because we got to remember, like, even though this costs 1 mana, it really costs 0 mana as long as we keep this online, and we probably will end up doing that. Yeah. Go for the second one of these. The only problem we run into is if we draw into Ragneros before turn 9. What's 8 times 6? So for some reason, my brain just doesn't want to do the math on that. We're on turn 8, so 2 more turns. That's all we got to do. 2 more turns, we're good to go. We have basically... It's actually a lot higher than you'd want it to be. Okay. Light bomb. Blow up the board. This works pretty well for us. And then they'll probably slam down Odin. Yep. Now, as long as this top deck isn't Ragneros, we're good. Don't know if we win instantaneously next turn, though. Good. Not Ragneros. Not Ragneros indeed. Now, enjoy. We lose the game next turn, probably, but unless all of these hit face. Come on, all hit face. That that would have been funny, though. 48. Well, it wouldn't have been enough anyways. Yeah, getting rid of that actually legitimately is what you gotta do. Oh, the Blade Storm. That hurts so much. Let's just hope they don't have enough damage in hand or a way to get rid of Rag. That's 8. Yeah, going after Rag makes the most sense there. We're kind of out of ways to win at this point. I'm going to slam down Yogg. We're gonna get a bunch of tendrils, and I guess we're not out of Ragneroses if we get a random Ragneros, right? I mean, and we know that last card is a minion. Please don't have the second Blade Storm. Okay, that's another minion. I think we win. Unless they get more armor, right? Because we do this. Ragneros won't be stopped. Let's go. I mean, who would have figured, right? Okay, time for a game against Druid. Let's see what they have in store for us. Colifero in the opener isn't actually that bad if... Okay, I kind of... no, we're going to mulligan him away. We're going to keep Harmonic Pop. I'm assuming... Oh, well, at least on turn 3, we do have a easy way to reset our hand, I guess. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be... great, it is Dragon Paladin. Or Druid. I was hoping it wasn't going to be Treant Druid, which Dragon is actually probably better for us in the long run. Either Druid deck I didn't really want to face. Alright, I guess we just passed the turn. We could have Hero Power just to progress the quest, if I do have a Hero Power quest, but it is what it is. So next turn, we'll use Pennant, drawing Finley. Actually, no, let's use Love Everlasting. That makes a lot more sense. Then we can put down Finley the same turn as we draw into him. I almost forgot we had Love Everlasting. We want that card at the... or online before we swap around our deck, basically. If there's Dragon Tails. Well, at least we know one of the 2 cards that they generated off of that. Let's see what we grab. Let's go for Finley. We might as well swap the deck around. Can we get a Colifero? Okay, Holy Nova could act... Oh, Serenity. Okay, outside of the fact that we got Ragneros to the bottom of the deck, I don't know if we made our hand any better than it was before. Okay, there's Nourish. I will say, while this is probably going to be the last Colifero list for a while, it is actually shocking like how many lists that I could actually come up with the card. It definitely feels like it's going to be the card that I use in trying to think of the way to put it. Very similar to what Thaddius was this year. In case I have no other idea, we'll come up with like a Colifero combo or something, at least when this set comes out. Because really, honestly speaking, right now, there is only one class I can't see you trying to do something with Colifero in, which is a Rogue. We're probably just going to use Cannibalize to get rid of this. We probably should have went with Holy Nova instead, just so we could keep doing 1 damage per turn, but I don't think that was absolutely necessary. There's Time Lost Proto Drake. Then there's Azure Drake. Shuffling this in. Identity Theft actually is really good. If it goes into late game, Rheastraza is actually probably the best thing we could choose. Primordial Drake actually isn't bad either. Beetlemancy might have been the better option, but I'm assuming they're not going to have too much damage. If they slam down a Dragon Golem, we should be able to instantly deal with it because of the 2 Serenities in hand. This deck really isn't missing much or losing much on the new rotation. But yeah, other Colifero combos that are kind of on the radar, a Grom list with Black Rock and Roll for Warrior, Drakon, where you're doing 36 damage, which is basically a weaker version of this, but it is guaranteed damage compared to this. Paladin, you could do something with Ametis. There were so many replays where I got really close to copying a full board of Ametis, but it did not work out for me. But you know, it is what it is, right? But yeah, there's a lot of combos that I can come up with. I know the Demon Hunter one exists. In theory, you could use the Primus. I don't know why. Actually, the Primus, you could probably do some type of OTK where you get a bunch of Frost Rune spells. Would be my assumption. I don't think that would be the best option, but in theory, you could do it. Okay, I think we get rid of one of these light bugs, slam down Colifero, and hope it clears out the entire board. Come on, just clear out the board. Also, well, actually, no. We should have used this spell just so we could keep the Love Everlasting online. If you all hit... Oh, come on, one more face. One more... Oh, no. Come on. Oh, so close. Okay, so that... I mean, it's so close, but it would have preferred if we actually could have hit completely, but I guess it is what it is. Oh, great. Just great. Just what I wanted to see. Oh, good old oh, only a Dragon Golem of 2. Okay. Well, the funny thing is, the 8/8 actually keeps all of our Ragnaroses alive. I guess we go for Swarm. I know Swarm is probably not the best option. Slamming this down. We don't have Light It Burns, which kind of sucks. I would have loved to be able to use it against the 8/6. We are in a range where, in theory, they could be able to end the game instantly. Let's just hope they don't. Right? Okay, there's ENR. Bounty. Oh, actually, ENR might be our way out of this game, because we can use ENR to draw until our hand's full. Like, we can use Shadow Reflections on the ENR. We draw till our hand is full. Hopefully we get Light It Burns on RNG. We could have also refreshed, but I don't think that actually does anything. Okay, Pop. Pop actually does clear out the board. Except for the ENR. ENR stays alive. And though... Actually, I guess... I thought about maybe, like, getting rid of the 3/3s just so we could get additional Ragneros, but getting Shadow Reflections to the top is actually pretty good. If only we had another Colifero to reset the combo. Because in theory, like, this list can reset the combo. If you use a Shadow Reflections on a Rag and a Colifero, you have the combo reset. I mean, as long as please don't have Reno. Reno is the one thing that ruins our day. Okay, that could ruin our day too. Oh, don't get Pyroblast. Please don't get Pyroblast. Oh, Clear Conscience. Oh. Still, oh, well, at least they can't play down the Ragneros, and we will be getting an additional copy. Okay. We actually have out to this board. Good old Serenity clears out the board completely outside of the 6/6. I'd be very much shocked if they don't ENR or get rid of ENR here. They're coining something out, which is, yeah, go for it. Do your worst. Slam down one of the other 7 dwarfs. Huh? Also, that is a great card that in theory could enable this combo in Paladin. I think mining casualties is probably the better bet. Well, I mean, didn't get rid of Ragneros in that. Got rid of some other minions. We can Serenity, which will get rid of everything that isn't that minion. And then we can shatter their expectations and win out the game. Because 8 times 4 is 32, which is GG. Okay, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, this is probably the best Colifero list that I've put out so far. It might not be the funniest, but it is actually pretty good. The ability to do 48 points of damage to your opponent's face is incredibly strong, especially in a class that can easily control the board until you can slam down the combo. It is also worth mentioning this deck does have the unique possibility of cutting out Sir Finley completely, making this deck one of the only Colifero decks to probably survive the rotation. Identity Theft is also an incredibly strong card within this deck, as it allows you to have alternate win conditions that are not the Colifero combo. Overall, if you're looking for a way to use this card, this is a great deck for you to try out, and I swear this is going to be the last one for at least a week. But until next time, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.